Lord, touch us with these words, we pray. Please have a seat. Right, I wondered if there were any young people in the congregation today who might want to come up. Any children around who can come up and give me a hand? Come on, guys. Yes, fantastic. We've got you. That's wonderful. Thank you. Who else is coming up today? Yes, brilliant. Anybody else coming up? Wonderful. Oh, thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, yes, come on. Here we go. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone. Great. Would you mind helping me this morning with a story? Is that okay? Can you give me a bit of help? Did you listen to all of the stories this morning? Were they a bit tricky? Just a little. They're okay for you. That's okay. Were they a bit tricky? I thought we might just try and tell them again a little bit, just to make it easier. Is that okay? Hang on 1 minute. I just need this. I'm going to put my notes down so I can see. And then I'm going to ask some people to be some characters for me. Oh, well done. Thanks, guys. Brilliant. So, there was 2 stories that I want us to think about. And the first one is all about Moses. So here we have... Here we have Moses. There we go. He's all wrapped up. But we need to have Moses' mother. Who would like to be Moses' mother? Me. Yes, fantastic. You come here and be Moses' mother for me. Thank you. Could you hold the baby? Oh, thank you. Can I put a little headscarf on you? Is that okay? There we go. I'm going to do a nice blue headscarf for you. There we go. So you're Moses' mother. That's wonderful. Moses had a sister. Anybody want to be Moses' sister? Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Can I give you this headscarf? Brilliant. We're going to make you into the sister. Wonderful. And there's a Pharaoh's daughter. Now, Pharaoh was like the king, so the daughter must be like the... princess. Yes, she's like the princess. Who would like to be the princess, Pharaoh's daughter, in this story? Was this you? Wonderful. Let's give you some special things to wear. Oh, sorry, it's been... There we go. Oh, look at this. Fabulous. Does she look like a princess? Yeah. Magic. We're getting there. That's great. And the princess has a maid, somebody to help her. Would you like to be that? Wonderful. So I'm going to give you this headscarf here so you can be the maid. Wonderful. Now, at the time, it was quite dangerous to be a baby boy. There was a bit of an order to not let the baby boys live, which was very sad. So Moses' mother did a very clever thing. What did she do with a basket? Does anybody remember? Yeah. She put him in the river. She made it all tight and made sure no water could get in. And then she put the baby in the basket. Oh, thank you. And shall we put the basket in the river down there? Could you help me do that? Let's go and put that in the river. Oh, magic. Wonderful. Because she wanted to hide him from anybody that would want to harm him. And if they found him and they found out, what might happen to her? Do you think it would be okay? It might not be great for her, would it? But she did it because she wanted to look after him and keep him safe. And his sister just hung around on the riverbank, so you can come over here. And she was watching as well, because she wanted to make sure that Moses was safe. And then Pharaoh's daughter came down to the river. She was very special, and she wanted to go and have a little wash in the river. So she has to step into the river. That's brilliant. And she has a little wash. That's it, all on her face. But then she hears, what do you think she hears? In the river, the baby crying. And does she think, oh, horrible baby? What does she think? What do you think she thought when she hears the baby crying?
Nice baby.
Nice baby. Or, oh, I think she thought, poor baby. Baby's in the river and crying. So what do you think Pharaoh's daughter, this princess, what do you think she said? She asked her maid to do something. What do you think that was? She said...
Dress her up as a boy.
She didn't say that. She said to her... That's a great idea. She said to her maid, please go and pick up the baby. Could you do that? Thank you so much. Wonderful. So she got the baby out of the river and she looked at him and she thought, what a beautiful boy. Wonderful. Then, this is the best bit of the story, I think. Moses' sister comes running up to Pharaoh's daughter and she says, shall I find somebody to look after the baby for you just while he's really little? And Pharaoh's daughter says, yes, please. So she, the sister, goes back to Moses' mummy. And she brings Moses' mummy to look after Moses until he's big enough. And when he's a little bit bigger and he doesn't need to be with his mummy anymore, she brings Moses back to live with the princess, Pharaoh's daughter. So Moses is safe. Fabulous retelling. Thank you so much. Shall we put the things down in the basket? Wow. Now, I've just got a couple of questions for you before you go, if that's all right. My first question is, who is Moses' mummy? Who's the mother of Moses? And you are. You're right. Absolutely right. Who else? Is there anybody else that's acting like a mother for Moses in this story? Who can we find that's acting like a mother in this story? The princess, Pharaoh's daughter, was acting like a mother because she actually brought Moses up for the whole of his life. Is there anybody else that's acting like a mother in this story? Yeah?
The sister.
The sister. Why is she acting like a mother?
She's making sure that Moses is safe and isn't taken by the monkeys.
She's protecting him. She's protecting him so well, isn't she? Absolutely right. Is there anybody else who's acting like a mother in the story? Who got Moses out of the river? The maid. She's helping, isn't she? So sometimes there's not just one mother, is there? Sometimes there's a whole group. I think it's incredible. This story has got 4 women, and they're all acting like mothers in this story. They are all, thank you, lovely. They are all protecting. Could you think of the sister here? Could you think of any words to describe her? Any adjectives? When she did that thing, when she went, oh, I'll go and ask Pharaoh's daughter if she needs somebody to look after the baby. How would you describe her when she did that?
Clever.
Clever. That's exactly what I would say, definitely. Yes? Intelligent. Oh, and wise as well. I think she was really quite wise. Brilliant, thank you. What about Pharaoh's daughter, when she saw the baby and she thought, oh, poor baby, how was she? What could we describe her as?
Kind.
Kind. Any other words?
I'm trying to think of one.
Caring. Loving. Yeah? Brilliant. What about Moses' mother, who knew that she might get into trouble, but she did what was right anyway? Can you think of any words to describe her?
Brave.
Brave, yes, I think so, yeah?
Fearless.
Fearless. She's not afraid to do the right thing, is she? Absolutely right. And what about the maid? What was she like? Any words for her? It's a bit more difficult, isn't it? Do you think... Anybody in the congregation got it? Yes? Obedient. That's a really good one. I like that one. And loyal, I think. A really good friend. Fantastic. You've done such a brilliant job. Thank you so much to the children. Do you want to go and sit down? Brilliant. That was the first story, but we have another one. We have the story of Mary as well. And Mary, I think, I look at Mary and I just think she's trying to be a good mother. She's probably only a teenager in the moment of this story. And she's suddenly told that she's going to have a baby, even though she doesn't have a husband yet. I think that's pretty scary. She has to go on this enormous journey, and she's heavily pregnant. The planets start doing funny things above her head. Men from foreign countries arrive and start bringing gold and expensive gifts to her. Farmers come and tell her that they've seen angels. But I think she's just trying to work out how to get Jesus to sleep. In her head, what's probably going on more than anything else is, what's he crying about? How do I burp him? Is he too hot? Is he too cold? And most of all, why won't he sleep? I remember the very first time I took Emily. She's here, so I can embarrass her, so I'm so delighted. Very first time I took Emily to church. And it was a really, really lovely feeling. She was my newborn baby. I could show her to everybody that I knew, and I felt so proud. And everyone comes up when you bring your baby for the first time, and they just say such wonderful things, you know. Oh, isn't she sweet? She's so pretty. She looks like you. How are you feeling? What's her name? And then imagine someone picking her up and coming and saying, a sword will pierce your soul too. It's kind of just unfathomable. I mean, how do you do being a mum with that kind of talk going on? But Mary did. And it's like countless women before and countless women since. Like that poor woman who gave birth in the streets of Myanmar minutes after the hospital was damaged in an earthquake. It's just what women seem to do. And what's really interesting, it's not Joseph who's at the cross, it's Mary. It's not Joseph who's talking to Jesus about setting out on his ministry of doing his first miracle. That conversation happens with his mum, with Mary. Yes, you're right. Joseph didn't feature after Jesus teaches in the synagogue as a teenager, but Mary is there throughout. She seems to be this incredible support for him. She doesn't have a manual on how to be a mother. She certainly doesn't have a manual on how to bring up the Messiah. Naughty step or no naughty step? She doesn't know what she's doing, like all mothers, but she finds a way. She finds a way to help him become what he was born to be. Women have been doing that for generations before Moses, and women have been doing that for generations after Jesus. That love that we heard talked about, that bravery, that fierce protection for the vulnerable, that nurturing, that unwavering support, and above all, that limitless love. It is godlike. It's God within us at its best, I think. Generation after generation of people brought up by women who bear children and the networks of women around them, and often men too, those that support those women and those children, that collaborative, loving community of caring. It's what women do, and it's called mothering. And it is our most close mirroring of God's love that I can think of. So later on, we are going to take flowers to all the women in our congregation. And just to say thank you for all that caring, for those who have birthed children and those who have been there and supported others in that process. And we're going to say thank you for the loving community that they provide. In the name of God, our Mother in heaven. Amen.